And so our voices of the crisis are now getting back into business. And where better to go in the springtime but to Paris and fashion. The clothing brand Officine Générale was gearing up for the spring-summer season when the lockdown began. Nearly a week since reopening of the stores of new safety rules. Pierre Mahéo is the founder and designer of Officine Générale from Paris via Skype. So, how do you do it? How do you manage to open the stores with the phenomenally complicated but important steam cleaning and everything of every item that's being tried on?
Good evening, Richard. Well, listen, complicated after 2 months of being closed is nothing really complicated that much. We were so full of joy to be able to reopen that we managed the measure very easily. The staff has been fantastic. We are very strict. Depending on the size of the stores, there is a limited number of people that could be in the store at the same time. All our customers are wearing masks. There is gel. They need to wash their hands before they enter in the store. It's very basic. And of course, it's a social distanciation we are all talking about.
So the ability for you to keep your staff on, and some of them just dealing with online shopping, was because of the government's plan or the government's scheme for wages. Did that save your company? The ability to rely on the state help, did that save you?
That was super important. What the French government did is totally amazing. The unemployment benefit that we have that huge support today. You have the furlough in USA. Furlough is like people are losing their job and they may have it or not back. That's not the case at all with us. I mean, people are on hold. Right. They are paid by the company, and the French government reimburses us on monthly basis. I didn't fire anyone. I'm not going to fire anyone. I have 45% in my company, and they still have a job today, and they will have a job in September. So, yeah.
Do people want to go shopping in shops? Do they actually? I mean, can you build? We just heard from the CEO of Trivago about hotels and the travel industry building trust and confidence. It's even more so in a case where it's an everyday thing, like going into the shop and trying on a pair of trousers.
Listen, today there is no restaurant, there is no coffee. You just have stores. You have the food, you have the fashion store, you have the pharmacy. So what else you can do? People have been locked down for like 2 months. We had some guys that were waiting at the door on Tuesday 12 when we reopened at 11. They were waiting for the store to open. And what we see right now and what my staff is telling me, they want to talk. I mean, we have less people than before. The traffic is, of course, lower than when it used to be prior to March 15. But with much more time, people want to speak. They want to interact. They need the advice of the staff, of the store director. That's super important. And they really want it.
And here's the promise coming. The promise is, before the end of the year, I'll have presented Quest Means Business in a jacket and shirt that you have chosen. How about that? You have to choose it yourself. A jacket and shirt from Quest... Go on.
I'm losing you. Sorry.
We've lost the line there. That's all right. No, what were you going to say, sir? You were going to say, I've given the promise, and you were going to tell me what?
Of course. Of course. I'll do it for you.
Excellent.